So, did you know that Scotland has produced some of the best mathematical physicists, economists, and people in many fields? James Watts, King James. I don't know if you've looked at who the King of Scotland was. That was King James. Did you know that Scotland has given us so much, right? Interesting. Well, Lifetime Academy went to Scotland this year, and we got to see the Edinburgh Castle. I went to James Clerk Maxwell's house, the guy who discovered that light was electromagnetic radiation. And I want to invite you not only to join Lifetime Academy, but to sign up for the Germany, Switzerland, Austria trip, which is next year. But that's another day's story. Let's stay on task. Scotland, The Wealth of Nations, 1776. Written by Adam Smith, who's from Scotland. We can go on and on. There's some great books on Scotland themselves. Some great books here, of course. But this is James Clerk Maxwell's book, which is A Dynamical Theory of the Electromagnetic Field. So we teach our students the history and philosophy of science, which is why we went to visit James Clerk Maxwell's house. He died in 1879, but they still have his house as a museum out in Edinburgh. I also have a book of Scottish history. And then I'm going to end with 3 books. So this video is just talking about the advancement that Scotland gave to the world, the fields of advancement. But in our economics class at Lifestem Academy, we are going to be teaching out of Dr. Thomas Sowell's book. We're going to be teaching economics, facts, and fallacies, basic economics, and the poverty of nations. How can we take economics and allow it to influence some of the policies that we make so that we can help societies to thrive? I grew up in Nigeria. I loved economics. My brother studied economics in the university. I studied it seriously in high school. And Dr. Thomas Sowell has done a wonderful job of introducing people to economics. So I'm going to read you a quote, and then we're going to wrap it up from there. This is from the first chapter of his book, Basic Economics, which is one of our texts for our economics class. Economics is normally done in 12th grade, but our students from 8th to 12th grade can choose to do economics. So we're going to do economics, we're going to do government, and that's going to be tied in with U.S. history. It's very interesting when you study U.S. history, you see a lot of law, government, economics tied in, so stay tuned for that. So let's start right from the beginning, and then I'm welcoming you to, apply to the program if you're interested in learning with us in person or online. What is economics? Here's a great quote by Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes. It says, "None of us have as much as we want of all the things we want. None of us have as much as we want of all the things we want." Some basic principles of economics apply in many different kinds of economies. Capitalists, socialists, feudal, or whatever, and among a wide variety of peoples, cultures, and governments. Policies which led to rising price levels under Alexander the Great have led to rising price levels in America thousands of years later. Rent control laws have led to a very similar set of consequences in Hong Kong, Stockholm, Melbourne, and New York. So have similar agricultural policies in India and the European Union countries. Here's what's interesting about economics. It brings together geography, history, government, law, right? There's a lot of pieces we see in economics. So, Lifestem Academy, we want to introduce you to economics. You could join us on a journey as we study the works of Thomas Sowell, Adam Smith, Wayne Grudem in The Poverty of Nations, and we're going to find practical ways to help communities thrive and to be sustainable. Take care, have a blessed day, and remember, thank the Scottish inventors that have given us things like the steam engine, mathematical physics. And please subscribe to this channel for more videos on interesting stories from all around the world. Have a blessed day.